What's up, weirdos? Good morning. Good morning. Hope everybody's having a good start to their day. All right. So, kind of a mixed bag today, guys. We're having some corrections on a lot of things that have been pumping recently. A lot of things that were kind of sideways and doing nothing are starting to move up a little bit. Little bit of sideways action, guys. But we told you that this was going to happen. Now, we're going to dive a little bit deeper into that as we get to the Bitcoin chart. But we've been telling you for about a week now, a little over a week now, that this was going to happen. So let's get into it, shall we? Jasmy up 0.5% on the day, down 13.8 on the week, 8.5 on the month, and 50 on the year. Down 3 spots in rank to 91. 749 million dollar market cap, 38 million in volume. Swift coin down 1.5 on the day, 9.7 on the week, 13.6 on the month, but up 182 on the year. Up 8 spots in rank to 282, $128 million market cap, and 1.98 million in volume. I'm going to take full advantage of the situation, guys, and I am going to accumulate on this dip. I don't think we're going to get many more opportunities like this, guys. And again, it's all going to lead back to what I have to say looking at the Bitcoin chart in a few moments. So yes, XCN looking down 3.9 on the day, 13.5 on the week, 10 on the month, and up 684 on the year. Down 3 spots in rank to 118, $541 million market cap, and 24 million in volume. And ZBEC down 6% on the day, up 47.5 on the week, 312 on the month, and 191 on the year. Down 2 spots in rank to 126, $473 million market cap, and 133 million in volume. Looking very, very spicy, guys. Very, very spicy. All right, let's look at the Bitcoin chart. All right, so kind of bullish. We wicked all the way down to just a hair above $103,080, right? Just above our golden pocket here. Now we wicked down below briefly the 30-day SMA. We're back above it right now, which is bullish. We're sitting at $104,780. It's possible we come down inside this golden pocket here. I'm hoping we can hold above the 30-day though, but I mean, if take your hope in one hand and take a crap in the other, right? Which one fills up first? So we'll see what happens there. But it's looking bullish for now. We're above the 30-day SMA. Hopefully we can build some consolidation at this level and move our way back up. But I do think we have further downside to go. I do think we're going to end up inside this golden pocket here, even just on wicks. If you can look back in time, look at all of these wicks over here, all these giant wicks. That is a lot of buying pressure when we get down inside this golden pocket, right? So getting inside of here, we probably see something like this, just wicks back to the upside, right? Well, hopefully that buy wall holds. We got rejected fairly hard off of 109,600 to the downside. 1, 2, 3. Last 4 days have been kind of red and gruesome and bluesome and whatever else is awesome. So, but yeah. I think, guys, that what we're going to do, we may come down a little bit lower, 101 to 103, like I said, inside this box here. I think it's going to be like that until around the 11th or 12th of the month. I think we're going to kind of go sideways. Well, we're going to go down a little bit further, and then we're going to go sideways before making that next leg up. It's going to be a little bit of a shakeout, a little bit of a fake out shakeout, okay? Now, I want to show you guys something. Be careful out there when it comes to crypto and who you pay attention to, right? There's a lot of content creators out there, again, that are reaching because they don't know what they're talking about, guys, okay? Look at this chart that was put up. They cherry picked a little section of the Bitcoin chart. They cut it, blew it up, and tried to superimpose it on the Wall Street cheat sheet, okay? Because of this little part right here at the top. Right? And they're saying, oh, it's a double bottom. We're going down into a bear market now. Guys, I don't know how many times I have to prove these content creators wrong. When we were at $74,000, they were all saying we're going into a bear market. They were all wrong. And I proved it, right? Here we are again And I warned you guys about this the other day. I think it was yesterday or the day before. I said you're going to start seeing content creators calling the Bitcoin chart a double top and that we're going into a bear market like 2021. Guys, there's so many metrics against that cherry pick stat or that cherry pick little graph. Like I said, if you even on their own graph, even on their own example, it shows, oh, double top, yeah, bear market. Okay, what happened here with this correlation to this? What happened here? Look at this. Down in disbelief, at the bottom of the bear market down here, the price of Bitcoin allegedly was way up here, right? Doesn't make any sense. It's not even close to correlated. They cherry picked one tiny little thing at the over here and called it the top and say, look how correlated it is, ignoring all of this, right? That's what they do, right? They cherry pick things and show it to you. And people who are unexperienced in crypto and don't really know much, they fall for it. And that's how they get wrecked, right? So be careful when you're watching some of these content creators. Pay attention to the facts and circumstances, the details. That's where the devil is, in the details, and they leave those out, right? They mislead you with stuff like this. This is not a double top pattern like 2021. Another reason it would not be, guys, is, well, I mean, let's look at the timeline, okay? Well, the double top happened the first top happened in the spring, right? Like March, April-ish, I believe, of 2020, 2020. Yeah, 2020. The top happened in November, right? And the top has always been October, November-ish area, always. It's never been sooner. Never has it been in the spring. The top of a bull run has never taken place. The blow off top has never taken place in the spring, okay? Now, another metric that would say that is the fact that if you go back and you measure every single cycle to this point, the top of the bull run happens an average of about 525 days after the Bitcoin halving event. Okay. Now, the Bitcoin halving event in this cycle happened in April of last year. So 525-ish days would put us somewhere around the middle of October to the middle of November, right? And these stats I'm giving you have never changed, ever. They have never deviated. They've never been broken. Never in the history of Bitcoin has that been broken, right? So then we move forward, and then they'll move into the argument, and they'll say, well, this time is different because of tariffs and stuff like that. Okay. Well, one, when Mr. T became president in 2017, he did the same thing, and he introduced tariffs. And guess what? It didn't affect or change the 4-year cycle. So saying that this time is different because something happened that happened not last cycle, but the cycle before, and it didn't change anything. If it didn't change anything in 2017, why would it change anything in this cycle, right? You're recycling garbage at that point. And I'll go even further, and let's just pretend that you're right, and the tariffs have changed the 4-year cycle. Okay, well, if anything, they pushed the cycle, the blow off top, further down the road, not closer to now, right? Because this May pump that we're seeing was supposed to happen in March, but right at the beginning of March, Mr. T introduced the tariffs, which seems to have pushed the cycle back about a month and a half, right? So that would push us into like December being the top, not May, right? So all of these things, but again, these content creators who make up stuff like this, they either don't know any of this other stuff, which leads to the fact that they don't have enough experience in the market to be telling you things like this, or number two, they do know and they're just cherry picking data to fit their narrative for clicks. One of the two, right? So timing, being in the market, time in the market matters. And it matters because Well, I'm able to know this stuff simply by being around for multiple cycles, right? So whenever I see something like this pop up, I don't even have to worry about whether it's real or not. I know that it's garbage just by seeing it pop up, right? Because I've been here a million times, you know? So anyway, you're going to start seeing this double top thesis start to really go viral over the next, I don't know, week or so, right? Over the next week or so. But I'll go further and I'll show you another reason why we're not at the top. Okay, some of you know this, some of you don't. But let's get into the M2 money supply correlation. Does it look like it's topped? Nope. What it does look like, however, is a correction right here in the M2 money supply, right? Which is happening right now with Bitcoin. It's copying exactly the correction for the M2. And what I ask, what happens after this correction? Well, right around the 11th, 10th to the 11th-ish of the month, halfway through the month, boom, parabolic rise to the upside all the way up to around, if we count by this top here, which would be around July 20th timeframe, roughly, you're looking at $132,000 Bitcoin, right? Sometime in July. So you're going to see the second half of June most likely be a nice parabolic rise between around the 11th, 12th till about the 4th of July, right? So it's like a 2.5 week period of parabolic rise. Then some choppiness, and then we rise again on the M2, right? Now, how far will we go here? Will the M2 roll over at this point, or will it continue to the upside? Well, we'll have to wait and find out. But for now, all of these metrics say that people telling you that we're double topped, keep note of who's telling you that. That way, when it plays out that they're wrong, again, you can unsubscribe to their channels and give them a couple of years so that they can gain some experience in the market before listening to their advice, right? So, yeah, be careful of the double top scenario, guys. It's not happening. All right, let's get into some of the news. I didn't intend to talk about that as long as I did, but you know, it irritates me when people who have not been in the market are giving advice out there about where the market is going, and they haven't even been through a full 4-year cycle yet, right? It's aggravating. Quick shout out to the channel sponsor, Decent Biometric Wallet, guys. Get yourselves one today. Not your keys, not your coins. They got a 2-for-1 deal going on the biometric wallet right now. They also have the card wallets, which are extremely affordable as well. Well worth the cost to keep your crypto safe. We had somebody, one of our members, they went over to a Discord channel and they ended up getting their wallet drained, guys, on a scam. Be careful out there. Again, not your keys, not your coins. Keep your crypto safe on a self-custody wallet. Imagine waking up one day and finding your crypto has been drained from your wallets because you did not keep it in self-storage. Be careful out there, guys. Use our link. Get a great deal. Continuing on, what do we have? Another new listing for Zebek. That's right, guys. SolSex Exchange, new listing. Zebek gets listed. There you go. USDT pair. You can now trade and hold Zebek on their exchange. Absolutely fantastic. That's like 7 listings this week for Zebek. Swift Coin Bridgers, guys. I've always said, like, people want me to talk more about Swift, so I'm going to try to integrate a little bit more. It is one of my top holdings. I am extremely bullish. Most people don't know about Bridgers, but it's their swap, with their all-chain bridge. So at Bridgers, you stay in control. This is why I believe that their swap, their swap template is the next generation of DEXs and stuff like that, guys. We never hold users' assets. Instead, we compute the most efficient cross-chain route using aggregated liquidity from DEXs and bridges. You authorize every transaction, smart contracts powered execution, and optimized paths across multiple networks. The all-chain bridge, guys. Swap anything to anything, and they're constantly listing new networks and projects. Absolutely bullish, guys. Not to mention their AI features, their SWFT AI, absolutely fantastic as well. Very, very bullish. Very, very bullish. Moving back over to some Zebek, guys. Good crypto. Top coin of the week is Zebek Network. This is their developments for the week. Price is 2065, got up to 207, up 17% on the day. I think this was yesterday, right? 138% on the week and 426% on the month. Volume absolutely spiked, 325.5 million. New listing exchanges, Gate.io, OKX, BitGet, MEXC, Crypto.com, Bybit, and KuCoin. Not to mention Uphold and like 6 others since then. But they're smaller exchanges, so they're not listed here. Binance is coming, guys. In my opinion, Binance is coming. So be ready for that. So yeah, guys, speaking of Zebek, though, listen, we got into Zebek about 7 or 8 months ago over on the Patreon. You're watching us make a killing on it right now. We have made a fortune. We got into XCN in March of 2024, guys. We made an over 500% return on that. We got into Swiftcoin. We made over 400% return on that. We were telling you over the last couple of weeks about another gem that we had been accumulating, and that gem was Nadix, okay? And I was telling you, the partnerships and everything are going to blow your mind. Get over to the Patreon, get in early on it. Some of you came over. A lot of you guys came over. Patreon's been exploding, but some of you didn't. And you missed out on an over 220% return on that project, guys. And there's still more to go on it, right? Partners like Amazon, Google, Tesla. Yes, Tesla. That's right. And so many more, guys. Circle. Like we told you guys about this. We get in early on these micro caps with these phenomenal partnerships, phenomenal tokenomics, great narratives, DPIN, RWA, and we make off like bandits, guys, when they take off. And if you missed those projects, listen, I got good news for you. I am dropping 3 this weekend, 3 more gems. I dropped the first of 3 yesterday on the Patreon. I uploaded a video breaking down the project, telling you why I think it's going to pump, breaking down the partnerships, breaking down the tokenomics, breaking down the narrative, breaking down everything you need to know about the project. Again, we're not talking meme coins or rug pull guys like some of these content creators. We're talking solid utility plays, RWA, DPIN, AI, decentralized finance, and so much more. Get in early on these plays, guys. I just dropped the next one last night. I'm dropping another one today and another one tomorrow. So you'll have 3 options to get in on gems. Get in before they start to run 3, 4, 5, 600%, just like Swift, just like Onyx, just like Zebek, just like Nadix. We just keep hitting it out of the park, guys. Okay, even earlier projects we got into, like 2 years ago, Caspa. We got in that under a penny, guys, right? That's what we do over there. That's how we're making money. We have helped 33 people hit 7-figure portfolios over on the Patreon just this year. And many, many more have hit high 6 figures. We have thousands of members over there. Come and join the party, guys. We have 8 different chat rooms buzzing 24/7 with all the help that you need. We're live over there every single day. We drop educational content, microcap gems. And if you need mentorship in this space, guys, join our mentorship coaching calls that we do every single day. A lot of these channels, they only do it like once a week on their Discords or something. We do mentorship coaching calls every single day. You can get in, get booked in on one of them here and there, guys, and get the help that you need, whether it's portfolio structure, exit strategies, profit-taking plans, knowing how to take profits, when to take profits, when to buy into things, how to identify studs from duds, technical analysis training, how to do research, tokenomics, fundamentals, everything in between, guys. Get the mentorship coaching that you need in this space from someone who's been through multiple bull runs and can help navigate you out of this space with your profits intact. The link is down below, guys. Check it out for yourselves. Click like if you like this video. Click subscribe if you really liked it. I'll see you guys in the next one. God bless.